give it a shot. Just bought this game for like $4. Touch motion controllers. Okay. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Tangle Tower. I've been watching a lot of murdery mystery games, murdery mystery movies, specifically Hercule Poirot movies. And I ordered Knives Out. Uh-oh.
You ready, Sally?
Rumor, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's... Did you read the case file?
I'm not sure yet. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
Okay. Okay. Murder victim Freya Fellow, 19, died whilst painting a portrait for a fellow. 58. Location: Flores Tower. Flora was present. She was posing for a portrait. Freya was found lying on her back with a single stab wound in her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color on the tip of the knife is not paint. It was discovered to be blood. Okay. Gotta close it.
It's a garden, I think.
We could...
Ready when you are. It's a garden, I think. Ready when you are.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rainbow?
The birds seem to like
They're
it.
even singing.
Please don't do that.
Ugh.
It's a statue of some...
Playing a harp.
playing a harp. Hang on a second. This isn't just...
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet. Looks like he's playing a semi-green.
some kind
Did
of
you not? A little hand.
liar.
It's the truth, I swear.
Let's come back later. It must do.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Okay. What a weird setup, dude.
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's
Yeah, Tangle.
Twar.
Oh boy.
Don't think it's locked.
No, that means...
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
Jesus. It's a lot easier when I'm just tapping on the screen and I don't have to... Oh, Jesus. Okay, where are we moving now? Jesus, really? Oh, that's how it goes, I see. Okay. Hello.
Let's take a look at that painting first. There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
Okay.
Looks that way.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish
There's
it.
something wrong with the crime scene, and something really weird about the murder weapon.
And what, pray tell, is that?
We didn't find a murder weapon.
We did find a murder weapon. It's a knife. Okay. Something very strange about how Freya was killed. She was holding a knife tipped with Flora's portrait. There's only a tip knife with blood. Is Freya put Flora's portrait? Does Freya put it there?
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because Freya put it there. Almost. Maybe just she.
Because what?
Flora's portrait
What?
is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting, not by the woman from the painting.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's
Right, but it's not actually a knife.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that painting can't be a murder suspect?
Weird. See, this is exactly what I kind of wanted to get into. Flora's tower. Hello.
Flora.
Ooh.
Hey, sorry. I'm sure you're still...
We need to ask you
Did you witness the murder?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled.
Oh, now. Is there anything? I don't really know.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people.
Yeah, okay.
That's stupid. She's not going to answer any questions. Like it's that easy to get away with, like, oh, I don't want to answer any questions.
Sir? Can you hear me?
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. Felix Fellow.
And,
Yeah, that's a...
Thanks.
if you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you.
I must say,
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
out here solving, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
That sort of thing. Why on earth?
The murder of Freya Fell.
Ah, right. I regret that I
You're
can't...
that grimoire? We're
It's
done.
a simple.
I just... mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's... working on...
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower.
What qualifies?
What have you got?
Statement.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered.
Abridged version, please.
Right. I heard someone heading down the stairs. The footsteps were calm. All shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something, so I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses.
Including...
Not I.
Okay, what about you?
So, Felix,
Is
what
it not? Explorer?
We're talking...
But I've certainly seen my share of...
And,
You listen here, but it's simply not in my nature. I go...
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, it's, the fellow... And with Flora, the way she...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
A map.
That's a very boring way to describe it.
I can't.
Locked.
Huh. Okay. There's going to be a lot of talking to come through. This Freya's room. Okay.
That painting.
Why would she?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the
The
atmosphere.
atmosphere of.
Hang on. There's a smaller version down
It's
by.
a photograph. It's a fish.
I think it looks more like.
Fine. It's
Could also be a shark. Freya's bear.
looks pretty
He's had
depressed.
a rough couple of days.
Do you think this was
I don't know.
no windows either? It's a little wooden
To the
box.
casual observer, maybe. They're not real paintbrushes.
Hmm.
Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
What the fuck? It's quite annoying. This analog stick is pretty annoying. God damn it, I hate this fucking shit. Ah! You can't fucking. God! Fucking piece of shit! You can't tap it soft enough, dude. What the fuck does this mean now? The fuck does this mean? Uh-huh. Okay, so the green is right? Green, green. Right? Pink with the flat tip. Blue. This one flat with this. So these two are the same. See, these two are the same height. Right? It wants a pink one on the bottom. So what is this supposed to be? Oh, this is supposed to be a tiny tip. And this is supposed to be a big tip, right? But this one's blue, right? So blue and blue. Right? Is that not right? Oh, do I have to hit this?
Nothing.
Did you find a hint on those? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw.
This is small tip, right? Small tip should be here with the brown with the yellow, right? Yellow. Unless it's these two.
That was incorrect.
Each brush. The information we need is on the paper.
Okay, so this needs to be taller, I think. So the only thing I can think of is this. No, I don't think that's right either, man.
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each character.
Oh, these are only two long ones long enough, right?
So, there's a couple of brushes with each.
Hmm? So could it be? Are the colors off? It couldn't be like this, right? No, right? Or maybe that's this. Is that how I had it before? What if I do this?
Still locked.
There's a couple of brushes with.
Hmm. I think the paper's wrong. You have to put paper next to each other that matches, right? But does the I don't think so. I don't think the paper actually does fit multiple ways. I think there's only like there's only one way that. So here's the thing. This pink looks like. See? Like the paper doesn't. The paper doesn't fit multiple ways. But the colors are off. See how the colors are off? This is like a purplish blue. This is the only way that it fits perfectly, but it looks like it doesn't match. So I don't know why it's I don't know what this means. This 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm assuming it means 3 bristles, right? But I don't think so.
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each.
It doesn't make sense, though. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so I'm looking at the solution. So yeah, it is like that. What the fuck? So why is it like this? So it says it's like this. Why is it like this? I don't get it. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? What does this mean? I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. That's supposed to be how long the brushes are? Oh, I guess this way? But this one's not super short. Anyways, this is what the solution
I
is.
did it. What do I
I
win?
don't get it.
Not bad. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
A pillow with a
It's a
yeah,
fish.
but that doesn't look right. It's Freya's.
It's a perfectly healthy.
It's Freya's.
It's a perfectly healthy.
It's a
I
little
think
come
this
again.
might have been for keeping insects. Why did you find?
Brush.
The problem is, most of these games will tell you, like, you're done searching this area, but this didn't really do that. There's one over here.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to taking all the environmental factors.
May I?
She knows we're here.
I am.
Correction.
Oh no.
Because I am not a suspect.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes.
Actually, it's only been less than 21, dude.
Surely you have already
A hypothesis.
Yeah, come on.
My apologies. And that includes you.
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist.
Her name is Fifi.
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about? That's what I'm.
Yes, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a
I
detective?
just need to know what
Me
happened.
too.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day. So I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the only to find out that Poppy had made other plans. She was in fact planning to ignore me.
Oh.
So what did you do?
I locked myself in my room and
Oh,
cried.
I'm sorry to
Why?
hear that. I don't know. It
It
just.
is not unusual.
Oh.
Dude.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Uh-huh.
I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted that we go up. We left the room, and Poppy spotted when I saw Freya lying on the floor. Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that...
You performed that scientific even though you were.
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
Okay.
You will need to be oneself.
So true.
Well, first.
Correct. My father and mother, you need not question, will only waste valuable time.
Thanks for the.
Fifi, you said.
Microbiologist. My studies cannot...
What made you want to become?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination. I constructed my first one at 8.
Constructed.
Correct.
And what's that?
My eyesight began to deteriorate. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding
Does
light.
it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that...
Okay.
Fifi's bedroom should.
Can't wait.
It's a magnifying
How
glass.
come?
Why? Should I
you
start?
couldn't-
It looks like a microscope.
Can I touch it? I'm not.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this, dude? Okay, so I'm supposed to make a key out of this. Watch. See? I'm supposed to make a key. Right?
No, that was it.
Stupid.
Nice work. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, there's a book in here.
Secret diary. Okay. Who are we talking to now?
Whoa. Nice cape.
You're not fellows or I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking.
I'm Sally, and this is my site.
Private.
Really? This is a joke. Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's it. Maybe I'll become hers.
You're
That is classified information. Clearly, but a real detective refrains from handing out. Now, if you would. As it happens, I completed an examination. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle.
Did you find anything?
Nothing but a thin.
Was Flora?
She spent the duration of my. Didn't say a word.
What did you do after
I
that?
spent the early evening. It took longer than it should have. Fiona
was in the
I
line.
expected her to make an appearance.
And you stayed?
Not quite. It's not in my
Even if you're.
Very well. Ask.
Oh.
I'm on a case.
How long have you been at Tangle?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Where are you working?
I am not at liberty to answer. Now, I shall permit you.
What crime?
How'd you get that scar?
You really think so? Towards the early evening, my sounds of running. I vacated the library, but before I emerged from the pointer staircase, crossed the hall. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something told me to stay. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase within. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall, more so than at any. I took my leave. The grounds were silent. Even the greenhouse was without its. I noted that he too must be entangled. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was sorrowful. I cannot say.
It's bigger in here than I.
Tools. Used by a gardener for gardening. That's a handsome beetle.
Are there controls here? Yeah, settings. That's it? He's hilarious, dude. Like, you see how, like, jerky this is? Like, every time I move this thing, it's like, you know, it's not, like, smooth, dude. It should be, like, the accelerator, it's like, you have to push it, like, uh-oh, shit, I didn't see that guy.
Don't move.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too... Is anyone? Or shall we just do?
Right. Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. How are you?
Fitzfellow.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know.
See, it's just... This fucking controller, dude, is killing me, man.
And we
sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
not at first. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you...
A little. We both left the greenhouse. I went up to my room. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to
And
Let me guess.
the... Right.
did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz? You work here.
I don't get... It's just...
What's the deal with... They're all...
Right. Did you see the
That
lead?
giant green and purple lady. Yeah, I clocked
The
it.
color is just a fun.
What?
It's not poison.
what's
The water controls all life. Just clouds form, rain, anything you've perceived as it.
Could you say that again?
Our lake water,
Alteration.
that'd be the official term.
And you're the local...
No, I'm just the garden. I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet.
God. And my stupid controller, for some reason, like, oily as fuck, dude. It's like, I don't know what the fuck is the problem. They got oily hands or some shit. It's like super oily.
And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's... Poppy was with me. Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth. When I approached her, I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya...
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be
God, it's
interesting.
fucking... This game is fucking annoying me, dude. I hate the fucking... I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I fucking hate the Switch Pro controller.
Quit sulking. Not every room is going to be full of clue.
An empty glass. Why?
I don't know.
God, I fucking hate this control, dude. And they have no, like... It's just like a dead space, you know? It's like there's like dead space where it doesn't go anywhere.
It's a little hand. Inside it says, "Do fit."
That poor plant
Looks
healthy. I think it would rather be outside.
It's locked. We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Nothing. Still
The
locked.
tiles have all...
Those moon symbols.
Maybe they're connected.
Nope.
Maybe the information
So where is it?
somewhere else.
Ah, didn't
You
work.
know, I think...
What? The whole thing?
Yeah. Something. The duality of the sun and
If
moon.
you say so.
So what the fuck?
Ah, didn't
You
work.
know,
What? The whole thing?
Yeah. The duality of
If
the...
you say so.
Let's come back once we know what to do.
Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. I can play this game except for the fucking cursor. I'm wondering if the... Because they want you to play this with the touchscreen, I assume. I think they want you to play with the touchscreen.
Are they?
Whatever, like a little parade of...
Horror
Spooky.
spooky murder mansion.
Are you a ghost?
Sally!
Unless she is.
It may come as I am alive.
Ah,
That
I
makes-
know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer.
We'll need to ask you if
I
you...
know.
Hey,
All in the written in 13 years. 3.5 hours of piano practice.
3.5.
Sure.
and you do this.
No, I prefer when I make mistakes.
What did you do?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but when I finally got down there, I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not
No
in?
idea. So I went back upstairs.
What?
The little garden on the roof outside.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. He's been teaching me about...
So, did
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that. Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most, and we heard this sound. I've been trying to decide how to describe it. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower. Her door was locked. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too.
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I told her what had happened. She didn't believe first time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She took me down to the library. After she was done, she went back. That's it. I'm just me.
How are you related?
My father is Percival. Spends most of his time here. He speaks to anyone these
You get on with the fellows?
Two of them. Fifi and Freya are. We all turned 19.
Do people ever leave? I don't mean to be rude.
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. Fifi, Freya, and I would often argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi, things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want us to.
See, you see how I missed?
All right.
You see how I missed the
Poppy's
X
bedroom
twice,
is
dude?
unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
I missed that X up there twice, dude.
Oh, wouldn't want it to be dark. A south.
Yeah, weird. I
That
thought
this is a vampire who needs firms. Just
to
nothing weird.
you.
Anything
Dresses made me realize there was something.
empty. There's, you know, sheet.
only-
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason. A big glass door leads out.
There's a little mechanism by the...
Okay, the duality, right? Duality. Oh, you piece of shit.
Something
That
happened.
must be it. And the doors.
I still feel like we made some.
It's weird that both doors have to be open for you to.
It's locked. We
thought,
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
It made a noise.
I guess that was one. Finally.
Whatever's on the other side, better.
Giant stone frog. Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Ah, a little wonder how it's hooked up. A little
See those?
yeah.
Nothing. Looks like somebody broke them and then never.
It's an
These
easel.
they're not and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Remember this Luke statue? No, where's the where's the thing that we were looking at earlier? Remember? Harp statue. There you go.
It's a rose bush growing on a
Exactly. That's one big
All
thread.
one. Oh, good.
Not all.
The door.
So-
I guess.
It's so relaxing. I might just.
It's a rose bush.
Exactly. I might just. There's nothing.
Dude, this fucking thing is killing me, dude.
I do by weight.
This thing kills my eyes like crazy, dude.
Check it. Wow. Judgment. They're bird cages. Oh, it totally is. They're bird
Is
cages.
that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
Oh, just be
Huh?
sort of a delicate jade. But
Sorry?
your hair, dear. When that shade.
Oh, I do what I can.
Detectives don't. We prefer.
Oh, you're Penny
Is
Porter.
that short for Penelope?
Officially,
Penelope
yes.
sounds a little.
I awoke early. He's always there. Crack of
How
dawn.
come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day.
Do you help him?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it.
So, you stayed with Fitz? then?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
Like the smallest look, I tap it really quick. The smallest I can do is that. It's so erratic, dude. You know what I mean? Like you would think the little smaller, like look at that. Like you'd think a small tap you could do like even smaller, but you can't.
And how many birds are you?
Officially,
Can they not feed
of
themselves?
course, but I think, as do I. Sometime in the eve, but in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, whose I don't know what it was, but I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. Standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower. 20-something. Aquarius.
Travel.
Anywhere. Ornithology, they
And have you studied?
But no matter where
Because of...
Oh, silly to admit, but
Who are you talking?
my fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the
Fitz fellow.
the very one.
You're engaged to a member of
That's
interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on. I find it much easier.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
That's
There's something just feels out of place.
Ever get the feeling
The mannequin.
that's not. Looks like nature and rude.
It's a
Are
bird.
those real birds?
Oh boy, here we go.
Nope. They're what?
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
How are you supposed to know which one's which? What? Okay, so I'm gonna assume that look, left eye and right eye makes middle eye, right? Middle eye and closed eye makes.
Nope.
There must be some law, something to do with those white lines.
Oh, stupid. That's why.
No, that was it.
Nice work. Did the door open?
Now I'll get her. A ripped piece of it crumpled into a ball.
A little.
One
What's in
number
the other?
seed. A little.
Let's see. And
fine.
this one of you.
Nice.
No, the last guy.
Yeah, it's
It's also daytime.
Hey.
And I would look at it.
is this thing?
Oh, you gotta move it around so it covers everything? What the fuck? Oh, okay, so you gotta cover. Weird.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad.
The fuck?
Did you hear that?
There's a little
A
hat.
bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Golden beetle.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? Stars. So.
What are they whispering? Are they spreading rumors?
I shouldn't think we are but smack. Could you find yourself
Seems like this tower belongs to...
Well observed, my Tangle Tower is something of a meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only.
Helpful.
The day began as any other. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to...
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what...
So you were all alone. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening. I was at my telescope for the majority, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a record. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of She looked impatient, and
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on it. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did. And then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done?
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm quite sure they don't need me. Me? Not much to say. And of course, Father. Oh no, that's just a little... I mean, yes, I've...
Just a little help.
Sounds like you're...
Oh dear, my field of research has never... Nor would I am nothing but a hub working to translate its message.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I... Pretty.
Okay, So that's all of them. So I guess I need to go back here and try to talk to Freya. Oh, cool. They were smart enough to go through the thing. Oh, no, sorry, Flora.
Freya was painting your portrait.
Was this something?
Was there something?
Did you talk?
She's not going
Nope.
to.
But at least we can say. Flora, you are definitely in the. Can you tell me anything? She's
I don't know. Maybe she really does.
How is that possible?
That's all the
Let's
statements.
go over them all.
This is what I've been waiting for. This is why I've been struggling through all this shit. My eyes hurting shit. We went back. Okay. Suspects.
That's all the statements. Let's run through them all.
To see if anyone's been.
That too.
Shit.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon, and I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Our door was locked. Nobody was answering, so I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there.
I left my tower and headed down towards the grand.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just out.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and because I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my
We
own.
left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up the fellow tower to find Professor Pointer. So I
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the
She took me down to the library. We were in there.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw any.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
An hour?
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside. When I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Ha ha ha! This is like a Murder on the Orient, dude. They all did it.
That's all the statements. Let's run through them all.
Okay, so now what?
It's a bird bath. That's just when they're even singing.
Please don't do that.
So am I supposed to do something? What am I supposed to do now? So what am I supposed to do now? I should talk to Poppy. Poppy is her, right? Penelope is her, so this one's Poppy. Hey, Poppy. Uh-oh. Is that not Poppy? This is Poppy, right?
That's me. I'm on a list of murders. Always thought that would be good. It's just
Falls a little.
Oh, yeah.
Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing.
What?
Never seen that one.
No. We found
Right. Is that Fifi's diary?
That's where we.
Have you ever read it?
Nope.
I thought you and.
Yeah, we are. Fifi's got
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure.
Oh, she would. Probably.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah.
How come you're not in it?
I'm not really one for photo.
Fifi looks like she.
Fifi's loyalty to Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune?
Sure. Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about
I got it from my teacher.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I arrived my second, she hadn't asked permission for 2 whole.
Was Freya any good?
She would one day. She
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different.
Okay, so I forgot. Okay, so now I've realized I have to go talk to all these people. There's a whole nother. I gotta talk to her, and I gotta show her the. I gotta show her the crumpled paper in her room.
That's
We found it in your
just
room.
lying around.
Nope.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message?
It's really none of your.
She just said it's none of your business.
Yes, it's my.
You don't like
I'm no good at caring for birds. Are much easier.
Do you at least
The
the
look
colors?
between you and me.
Okay. Where's Fritz? Okay. So I'm gonna go to Fritz. Oh my god. Here's Fritz. I'm gonna show him the flower. Tell me about this flower.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower.
Okay.
Mean anything?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room. I just don't have.
Oh, you know what I just thought about too?
This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So.
That was not me. Besides, it was not. It was only a
That's it? Here, tell me
book.
about this.
my book.
And what's
Pages.
These people aren't telling me shit, dude.
There's something about that diary we found in some.
Let's ask her about it.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your.
Of course it is mine.
Why is it locked up?
You seriously very well. A fairly common concept.
So there.
This particular
It
diary.
doesn't look unused.
It's not a diary at all. It's somebody else's diary.
It's Fifi's diary, and she.
I'm not sure about
Me
that.
neither.
This particular
It
diary.
doesn't look unused.
It's somebody else.
How could you arrive at that? It is kept in my
We
bed.
need a clue to compare with the diary. Some.
Star. What's the... Oh, here. Because she's holding it right here.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Blank. Blank is somewhat similar to... What the fuck? The metal lock. What the fuck? Secret diary, but was lost by it.
This blue book is somewhat similar to the secret diary. which proves it belonged to Freya. Almost. Maybe just change.
You piece of horse shit. You piece of shit.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary.
Why would I do either?
Why would you do those things? Because... Why would Fifi be hiding Freya's there? Okay, I gotta stop this to get this uploaded, but we'll continue this again sometime.